Hi, I'm Anita. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you jewelry that I made using contents from the Dollar Bead box from June of 2026. I figured I'd show you what I made instead of showing an unboxing of Dollar Bead box. There's so many unboxing videos out there. I figured there's plenty for you guys to watch. So instead I'm going to show you what I've created. And some of the stuff I used from my bead stash, but the majority of it was from the Dollar Bead box for June. So this is one of the first projects I worked on. There was a red confetti check glass bead that was in the Dollar Bead box. I decided to do a square bezel on that using seed beads from my stash. As you can see there, that came out nice with some galvanized gold 15-0s to accent the border. And there's the back. And then I pulled a bail from my stash to attach that, and then this is what I made using the contents of the Dollar Bead box for June, using some of the rice beads, the druck beads, rondelles, and some of the little pearls. So I used some bronze 22 gauge wire to do my wire wraps from my bead stash, and then I repeated a pattern of different colors using the rice beads interspaced here with the pearls, the rondelles, and the fire polish and druck beads. So I did that a few times, and then I made a matching pair of earrings right here. Aren't those gorgeous? With the same color palette. And I used a pair of bronze lever backs doing the same wire wrap technique. Then I had lots of these beads left, so I did a repeating pattern of the rondelle, pearl, druck beads, and I did, that repeated with some 11-0 galvanized gold Miyuki beads as spacers here. And I added a leaf charm from my bead stash and a toggle clasp. And this was strung using 7-strand beading wire. So I'll show you what else I made. Also in the Dollar Bead box was included a Swarovski, I can't pronounce that. I think it was either a 12 or 14 millimeter chaton that was in there, and that was very surprising because I've very, very rarely seen crystal beads of this quality in the Dollar Bead box, so I thought that was really cool. So I bezeled that using some seed beads from my stash. I've got some 11-0 Miyuki seed beads and a lavender, light pink, and galvanized silver. And from the Dollar Bead box, I did some embellishing with the fire polish beads that were included. Then for the bail, I did a herringbone stitch bail to attach that to my pendant. And I found this great source for these wax ribbon cords on Amazon, so I used that to string that on. And I thought that was really pretty because it was purple and it really makes the colors pop. Then for the necklace here, it comes with an extender chain, so I decided to embellish that with a little cute wire wrap with one of the fire polish beads from the box. So let me show you what else I made. For the next project that I worked on, found the beautiful heart charm that was in the bead box, and lots of the check glass beads, the fire polish beads. I spaced those with a repeating pattern, as you can see here, using some galvanized silver 11-0s from my bead stash. And then I decided to do a wire wrap on the main heart, the main focal point. And I added a dangle using a ball head pin and some of the 3mm fire polish beads that were in the box. Then for a addition, I added some complementary earrings that would go nicely with that. Now these fuchsia pearls here and the earrings and necklace came from my bead stash. And I'll have links in the description box below where you can find some of the extras if you want to get any of these. And these glass teardrops were in the bead box, and these big check glass fire polish beads, I used those on a head pin to make the earrings. Came out really nice. Nice matching set there. And then I've got I've got one more necklace and earrings to show you, so let me pull those out next. All right, the next item I made, very simple. I basically just strung this charm. This was in the Dollar Bead box. It was like had some little hieroglyphics here on it, and the shape of a plus sign, and I attached the charm with a 4mm jump ring to a bail that I used from my bead stash, and then I strung it on some 2mm chain here and a stainless steel lobster clasp with an extender chain, and I embellished that with a fire polish bead from the bead box and a ball head pin. Very easy to do. Then I thought, ooh, let's make a pair of earrings to go with that. And I found that the teardrops, there were some teardrops in the bead box that were a metallic silver. I thought, ooh, that'll go really nice with that. So I made this pair of earrings using the wire wrap technique and added a fire polish bead on each side here from the bead box. Very beautiful, very simple to do. All right, so let me show you. I've got 3 more pairs of earrings that I made, and I still have plenty of beads left. So let me grab those. I'll be right back. Made 3 pairs of earrings using the little floral check glass beads. I did a wire wrap, a little longer on this one, so these were like 2 inches long. And then I used some of the 4mm fire polish beads spaced with some 11/0 seed beads from my stash. And I had 2 more drops left that I decided to add here, and I strung them on a real long loop like with 22 gauge wire. And those came out really nice. Aren't those pretty? Then I made this pair using the Ishtar check glass beads from the bead box, fire polish beads, and the teardrops. And I used 22 gauge wire and accented the spacing with some seed beads from my stash. And instead of a head pin, I did a little coil here at the end, as you can see, with the wire. And that's a decorative way to make your own head pin. Put those on a couple of stainless steel ear hooks, and very easy pair to make. The last pair was with the pillow beads, check glass pillow beads that were in the box, and they had included this time some bead caps, and I wasn't sure about using them, but they seem to fit pretty nicely on these because this particular bead is kind of it's a fat bead. It looks like a little pillow. And I added some fire polish beads, some 11/0 seed beads, and did a wire wrap and put those on a couple of stainless steel French ear hooks. Very pretty. That's what I did with everything from June 2022 Dollar Bead Box. So let me get everything laid out and we'll wrap up this video. All right, so here's everything laid out for you to view. Everything here using contents from the June 2026 Dollar Bead Box. And if you pardon my voice, I've been sick with the flu for the last 2 weeks. I'm finally getting over it, but I don't sound quite normal yet. But I would like to thank you for joining me on today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it, showing you everything that I've made using the Dollar Bead Box, and I've got so many beads left over. It's really quite a bargain to subscribe to those bead boxes. And I'll include links in the description box below that'll show you a link to the Dollar Bead Box if you want to check it out. And if you would like to see where I got some of the other extra materials, I'll include links to that as well. So this concludes my jewelry creation unboxing. And if you're not a subscriber, I hope you do subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're notified when I upload new videos. And I want to thank all of you who are subscribers. You've liked and commented on my videos. I really appreciate your return visits to watch. I have a website where I sell my own jewelry. You'll see a link to that in the description box as well. All right, so I hope you all have a wonderful week. Happy beading, and I'll see you next time.